Today's horoscope from AstroCademy, Taurus, February 18, 2025. With today's moon, you're particularly aware of what others expect of you, and your responsibilities or reputation are more strongly on your mind. Aim to be patient when it comes to following rules, and keep your goals in mind. The tendency to reveal too much of your plans or to say the wrong thing is high, and the atmosphere is ripe for misunderstanding later today. Simply take it easier than usual, if possible, since it's challenging to focus temporarily. Sometimes, after a disagreement, there is a strong feeling of growth and even a sense of having a new lease on life, and this is the kind of emotion you could be experiencing later today. Also today, Pallas moves out of your sign and into your resources sector, where it will visit until January. This transit emphasizes building your resources and fuels your ambition to become more secure and grounded. It also boosts your confidence in expressing and sharing your natural talents. Creative business or money-making ideas are likely now. A subtle shift is about to begin echoing from the great depths of space. In astrology, the luminaries and planets provide the basis for you understanding how our lives are constantly shifting and changing. Yet, the asteroids' modern additions to cosmology are able to grant us even more information. Pallas, the asteroid of wisdom, courage, and diplomacy, will dance into the zodiac sign of Aquarius beginning today. This will energize you to embrace a true sense of fairness and love for humanity in your interactions. People may find a more humanitarian focus at this time, too. Harness this energy. Shine bright like a diamond and ignore the rest. Do not pay any mind to the haters, as the moon in Libra squares Mars retrograde in Cancer and opposes Chiron in Aries. The lunar energy will put a spotlight on you. Co-workers, clients, and supervisors will commend you for your hard work. Although this is a positive opportunity for recognition, you could also accidentally attract the evil eye. Some individuals might be jealous of your success or try to speak negatively about you. Ignore them to enjoy being appraised for your success. Get some space today. You are filled with a sense of power, and you need to work out what to do with this yourself, not with others. There is a lot you can do with this energy. For one thing, the physical exercise you do could put you in a trance state where you will receive important messages from your unconscious. Don't miss this. There is a lot of healing energy within you, and this transit is a way to tap that energy for present and future use. Welcome to the often rejuvenating essence of this day. If things have felt tense or stressful for you lately, this day can bring the relaxation you need most. A contemplative and reflective atmosphere is common during this day, as are activities that suit this, such as meditation, prayer, or extra rest. Taking care of yourself is an area that needs to be developed. Use this day to take steps in this direction. You'll have far more to offer if you do this regularly. As Mercury, the planet of communication, settles into his first full day in your communication sector, he will find that the planets here and those in your relationship and friendship sectors have already put a lot of work into getting the communication lines open. This will add to the support that has been and will continue to build across the communication, social and relationship fronts. Meanwhile, a day after Mercury left your income sector and just as the Sun is preparing leave, the Moon returns to your career sector. This will put the Sun and Moon back in harmony just days after clashing as a full moon. As the Moon leaves an adventurous part of your chart and wraps up its first visit since Uranus turned direct in your romantic sector, where this has brought the spirit of romance and adventure together, this has been just a taste of things to come. Over the coming months, this is something that is going to deepen and take on a life of its own. Our eyes in the sky. The Moon in Libra forms a tense square with Mars retrograde in Cancer, stirring emotions that may feel like waves crashing against the shore, strong, unpredictable, and hard to control. This planetary alignment has the potential to bring moments of frustration, miscommunication, and impulsive reactions. Have you ever felt like you were holding something in for too long, only for it to come spilling out in a way you didn't intend? This transit can bring exactly that kind of emotional release, but not always in the most graceful way. Either you or someone around you might act out of character, responding with words or actions that stem from buried frustrations. If this happens, remember that while emotions can rise suddenly, they don't have to define the course of your relationships. On a social level, your presence is in high demand. People naturally gravitate toward you, seeking advice, reassurance, or simply the warmth of your company. Your ability to listen and respond with genuine care is something that others deeply appreciate. Have you ever had a moment where a friend told you that just talking to you made their day better? That kind of energy is flowing strongly now, making it an excellent time to strengthen connections. Whether it's old friendships growing deeper or new relationships forming, this is a period where meaningful bonds can flourish. You might even cross paths with someone who leaves a lasting impact, perhaps someone who changes your perspective, opens a door to new opportunities, or even, for some, the possibility of love. If past tensions still linger in any of your relationships, this is an opportunity to heal. Carrying the weight of unresolved issues can be exhausting, and sometimes, letting go of past grievances is the most freeing thing you can do. Have you ever held on to a misunderstanding for too long, only to later realize it wasn't worth the distance it created? If there's room for reconciliation, consider extending that olive branch. Every relationship has its ups and downs, but growth comes from learning how to move through challenges with understanding and grace. However, this energy can also make decision-making feel unpredictable. You may find yourself tempted to say yes to things that excite you in the moment, without fully thinking them through. Have you ever made an impulsive choice that seemed thrilling at first but later felt overwhelming? While embracing spontaneity can bring joy, it's also important to stay grounded. Be mindful of commitments, whether personal or professional, because not everyone can adjust to sudden changes as easily as you might. Instead of letting emotions dictate your choices, take a deep breath and ask yourself whether what you're saying yes to aligns with your bigger picture. If things don't go as expected, avoid falling into the trap of blame. It's easy to look for someone or something to hold responsible when things don't go smoothly, but blame only leads to more division. Have you ever had a situation that seemed like a setback at first, but later turned out to be exactly what you needed? Sometimes, challenges are just redirections in disguise. Instead of reacting with frustration, try shifting your perspective. What lessons can you take from the experience? How can you use this moment as a stepping stone rather than a stumbling block? Financially, this is a favorable time, as your instincts for making beneficial decisions are particularly strong. Whether negotiating a business deal, discussing a raise, or considering a financial investment, your ability to assess situations with clarity is heightened. Have you ever trusted your gut on a financial decision and later realized it was the best move you could have made? That kind of intuitive wisdom is guiding you now, helping you navigate financial matters with confidence. However, while opportunities are opening up, it's important to stay realistic. Avoid taking unnecessary risks or setting expectations too high. If you remain strategic and patient, you'll find that things fall into place naturally. If you have any lingering financial matters that need attention, now is the time to address them. There's a good chance they'll resolve in your favor. As the day unfolds, reflect on how you are choosing to navigate the energy around you. Are you allowing frustration to dictate your actions, or are you taking control of your responses? Are you opening yourself up to meaningful connections, or are you letting pride or past wounds create unnecessary barriers? Every experience, whether smooth or challenging, carries an opportunity for growth. The universe is not bringing chaos to disrupt your path, but rather, to help you realign with your truth. Embrace the lessons, stay open to new perspectives, and trust that balance is always within your reach. What you put out into the world will return to you, so move forward with mindfulness, kindness, and confidence in the unfolding journey ahead.